Hey.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's our favorite day. It's
Hey.
our favorite day. It's
Hey.
our favorite day.
Hey.
It's our favorite day. It's
Hey.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And we welcome you to the Connected Corner, guys. Welcome. Put your virtual hands together as we kick off our first show of the next season. Welcome to 2022. I am your girl, Tori Rose, the Connector, and I have the awesome honor of always being on this platform, co hosting with the amazing.
Kiana B.
Hey,
Hey.
girl. Be
Hey.
amazing, be great, be strong, be intentional. How's it going, 2022? How's it treating you?
It's going great. I want to say Happy New Year to all our viewers and all of that great stuff. And we're excited, but yeah, I'm excited about 2022.
Awesome,
And we hope
awesome.
everybody ended their year well. We started the year well, and we about
Most
to make some
certainly.
things
And
happen.
we're just grateful for grace, and we are grateful that you guys are back here with us. So, for any new viewers or new listeners, and please make sure you subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube and our Instagram. We just want you to be all up in our bushes. So, make sure that you find us on all of those platforms as The Connected Corner. On YouTube, we want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the
Mhm.
like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified when we go live, guys. We every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time bring you news and resources
Can actually use.
you can
Hey.
actually use, and you really got to use them, right? So
Right.
uh to thine own self be true. Like, I know there's sometimes I listen to stuff, I'm like, that's really really good, and then I do nothing with it. And if I
Mhm.
do nothing with it, it doesn't benefit me. So we want you guys to take
Yeah.
something from the shows. Kiana and I definitely get something every time from the show ourselves. We have our handy dandy pens, and we have our little notepads, and we come ready because we believe that every guest that we have on the show just is a subject matter expert, comes with so much wealth and knowledge and all of that good stuff. And we don't want to leave it on the table. So, again, guys, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you are following us. Make sure you hit the share. If you're watching us live tonight, go ahead and drop a hi. We want to know that you're there. Let
Yeah.
us know where you're tuning in from. You can give us a little bit of information about yourself. And if you're watching it on the replay, make sure you tell us that you're checking in with the replay. So,
Hey.
it's also
Replay.
a very, very special month. It's Black History Month.
Yes, Black History.
Whoop,
And
whoop.
it could be celebrated more than one month, but we're gonna go ahead and take this. But make sure y'all do it all year.
Most
You know.
certainly. Hey, Cousin Britt. We see Cousin Britt is checking in. Brittany Ellis, thank you so much for checking in and saying hello. Britt, make sure you are subscribed, following us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and hit that share button because tonight, guys, we're talking about some juicy things.
I'm
So,
excited.
do you
I'm
want
so
to say
excited.
our thank yous? I know it's so exciting. Do you want to say our thank yous to our very special mentor before we get started?
So yeah, we gonna shout out our mentor, Mr. Diamond K, over there at Radio on Fire TV. We know he's in some productions and things like that right now. So we just appreciate when we call, be like, you've been doing this. What is it, 30 years? And I don't want to age you, but
A
bro,
little
you know
bit.
how long you've been doing it. So it's good to be able to reach out to our different media friends when we need that support. So
Yeah.
if you're not, make sure you go over to the Diamond K Show, and also to Radio on Fire TV, and then you can check him out in the mornings at 8 a.m. On the Diamond K Show, and you'll just be surprised. He be in the know. He giving you some news and over there too. The current
Yes.
events, what's
And
happening.
all day I've been doing this because he has a song out right now. So check him out on Fire Sound. Hey, I see Carly Alexis. Hey, ladies, checking in from the Eastern Shore. Awesome. Thank you, Carly. We love Carly, and Carly is just always in here with us. And Carly is one person I know Keon and I both can attest that she takes the information, she applies it, and she uses it for her benefit, which is
Yeah.
why we do the show. Like, why are we here if you guys not going to get something from it? So back about that song, he has a song. It's like, God will do it. God will do it. Won't he do it? Now, I'm not a artist, but I'm a dance to it. It has a funky Baltimore club beat to it. Has an uplifting message. It's a reminder that, listen, if you want to pass the test, if you need to get that job, God will do it. And so you can hear that. You can also purchase that soundtrack, that CD, and that song on Fire Sounds on Instagram. You'll get the link tree. So not to further hold us up, we got a juicy guest tonight. I love this girl. I love this lady that's going to come on and share and bless us tonight. Do we want to introduce her now, or do we want to keep her waiting?
You can go ahead and introduce her.
We can introduce her. All right, I'll start, and then Kiana, you can tell me if I missed anything, because she just has this like long repertoire, right? Everybody know this lady, and if you don't know her, you better get to know her. She is Miss Tasha Chance, also known as Tasha Mac, like Mac Lady. She is a love coach, a domestic violence advocate. She's a womanpreneur. She's an entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, podcaster, and blogger. She's dope. So I want y'all to make sure you're taking notes while Tasha is dropping these jewels and gems with us. She started her love journey 5 years ago when she was struggling with herself. She never fully healed from the abusive relationship she was in 10 years prior, and she realized she needed to do some soul searching. Tasha started a platform called Love Story that discusses many obstacles of love she has gone through in her life. Her podcast, Let's Talk Love, is extensive. And on this platform, let me tell you, Tasha talks about a lot of different things. It gets real juicy. It gets good in the juice and good in the sauce. And she broadcasts other love stories in hopes of bringing healing to someone else. Now, what it doesn't say is Tasha is a sister. She's a friend. She's a mother. She's a wifey. She's amazing. She's a little bit of everything. So let's put our virtual hands together and let's welcome to the stage Miss Tasha Mack. Woo! And
Yes.
we couldn't think of somebody better to kick off our relationship series. This is our relationship series. Kiana and I are going to be bringing some dynamic people to the stage for the next few weeks, talking about all kinds of love, but she's talking about Black love. Welcome to the stage, Tasha.
Thank you. That was an intro. Like, I'm saying, like, oh my God, this is a lot. But thank y'all for having me on. I'm excited. It's like my second time with y'all.
I know. And it's so awesome to reconnect with you. You look good. How have you been?
I've been good. I was telling Kiana I just had surgery 2 years ago, so I'm trying to push it through.
Honey, we wouldn't know because we ain't seen nobody because of COVID. COVID feel like we lost the whole 2 years, right, kid?
I know.
So,
Right.
not
Can't
to
remember what
further.
year we're in. Like, what
It's just
what
crazy.
year? What happened?
Right. So I have to go back and say, what year did we not have the mask? And I'm like, okay, so that was, I think, 2019.
Like, yeah, 2019.
And
we
so
came into 2020 wearing masks.
By March 2020. So we're almost 2 whole years into COVID. And because of that, right, that's why Kiana and I were so inspired to talk about relationships. We know that COVID has changed a lot of things. We know some people who were packing up and saying March 2020 was their last month. They still there because of COVID, right? They haven't been able to maybe exit. Maybe some people have found love. And so, Tasha, we want to talk a little bit about just who you are, the coaching you do, and we know you have a special event coming up. So tell us, what is the best advice you have for singles to meet someone in this crazy time?
The best advice I have right now is not to be pressure into a commitment. I think that the pandemic got everyone like just rushing to find that special person because we're unsure of the unknown, right? It's like, and then the pandemic have us being more isolated than we were in the beginning. So everybody want to find that special someone. Everybody want to cuddle up with someone at night. They just want to find that person, but they put so much pressure on themselves. So stop placing pressure on yourself is the advice that I would give people.
Especially now, it's cuffing season. Or it's been cuffing season will be ending, in a couple of months.
I think Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So, it's like that time. Like, don't feel the pressure, y'all. We see the memes and everybody commenting and stuff coming out. Like, don't get pressured.
Right.
It's good. It's cool, but you got to go in your own time. That is what's important about it. So, make sure y'all take that advice, get these notes. Sometimes when we're talking about dating, for those who are springtime about to come, you know what I mean? Maybe cuffing season didn't go well with you. But like when you're talking about dating, I've been kind of tempted at times to do like that online dating thing. I'm so nervous and scared about it. And so I won't put her out there, but we got one good girlfriend. She's like the coach for that. And we'll just say somebody is happily married with 2 kids and been in a like what 9 year, it'd be 10 years soon, we just realized. And it was from online dating.
Right.
So I don't know what her profile looked like. Like I said, I haven't tried it yet. But can you tell us, what do you put in your dating profile? How do you write a good one? Like, let me know so I can try this, because it's about time. I might try to get back out there a little bit.
Listen, I tried the dating apps. I don't know what people put in their profiles, but I do know personally individuals that have found people and still with them from the dating profiles. All I know is that they're true to themselves. Like I can say, just be true to yourselves. Place your standards out there. I wanted to discuss expectations versus standards because people get those two kind of intertwined and is completely two different things. So you need to place your standards out there at first. You can't have high expectations with no standards. So you should know off the bat what you're looking for, because the dating profiles, they kind of get you to like get that out already. What you looking for? The height, the weight, the nationality, if you want kids, if you don't want kids, if you want to drink, if you want to smoker. You should know your standards at the very beginning. That's the issue with everyone with these dating apps. Nobody don't know their standards, but they have these high ass expectations that nobody can't even get up to. So I will say, make sure you know your standards. Make sure you know who you are when you placing yourself out there in the profiles.
That is awesome advice. Awesome advice. I mean, years ago when I was on Tinder, I didn't even know that Tinder was really like a hookup app. Like,
Yeah.
So for anybody who is 30, 35 and over, don't believe that Tinder is not Christian mingle. Tinder was initially created to hook up, to be a tender piece of hookup, right? And so I had a cousin, I'm not going to call that person out either, but she would always be like, girl, let me, get you on these apps. And she would write the profile and it would be real good, and then I would be like, well, but they like, can I come over? Not can we go out? Can we hang out? Can I come over? So it's also good to know what the platform is that you're going into, right? And because you talked about expectations, I think that's so key. There's a culture right now that's talking about Sierra's prayer. What did Sierra pray to get Russell Wilson? What did she pray? And I've actually looked it up because I'm a praying, God-fearing woman, not because I was going to pray the same prayer, but I kind of memorized it. So no, joking. Some of Sierra's prayer, though, it says, I pray for a God-fearing man. I pray for discernment. I pray for wisdom, to really learn from the wisdom that she was gaining in those current experiences of failed relationships, right? And so what I'm hearing Tasha say is, if you realize that you don't have a standard, start there. Work on, what do I really like? Do I want kids? Do I not want kids? Can he have kids? Can he not have kids? Anybody who knows me or has ever dated me, in all honesty, I prefer to date men who either don't have children or who have adult children. And the reason for that is because I have zero baby daddy drama, zero. And so dating me is extremely painless when it comes down to navigating with my child, and I don't want to deal with that from you. So I'd like that, Tasha. Thank you for that. We talked about prayer. We talked about standards. What do you think a healthy relationship looks like?
Communication is key. So being able to be open and honest with whoever you're dating or whoever you're in a relationship with is key, because if you're not on a constant communication level, you will not know what each other want, which each other dislike, anything of that nature. So communication is key. Respect is another thing. Be respectful of each other. Be respectful of each other's time, each other's space. I'm 40, so I don't need to be like clingy all the time with someone, but just be respectful of that. We're all women that are entrepreneurs on the go. Be respectful of that, just like I'll be respectful of your time and space. And loyalty. Don't be out here playing games in these streets on me and like and vice versa, like being honest about what you want, who you want. I say this all the time to my girlfriends because we have these conversations like, how do you expect someone to know what you want if you're not telling them what you want? So again, that circles back around to communication.
Wow, it's a couple things. Yeah. Like Tori, I've just been so excited because, I might, I don't know. I don't have like your credentials, I'm not a love coach. I don't have no license or nothing yet, but I've been thinking about it, just so people will take me real. But I think my experiences, like I should write a book.
Right.
And so I was laughing and cracking up about Tori talking about the Tinder. I will say this for those who are, I don't know, 35 and older, maybe. I mean, because when the first time I tried Tinder, that was my first release into singlehood, and I just wasn't ready. Like Tori said, people was like, I mean, they'll tell you. I mean, I said, when people do that, like, I didn't even understand what was going on. But I have a lot of younger girlfriends, because age is what it is. But they're professionals who talked me into getting on it, and like you said, I was not ready. I was like, this is inappropriate. I'm somebody's mama. This is inappropriate. I was on like 15 minutes and off. Like it was way too much for me. It was way too much. I wasn't ready. But the communication thing is important. And I just laugh because sometimes I feel like, and we can, kind of go into that, especially as we're talking about dating. But can you over communicate? Because, also, my younger friends tell me I say too much and I could be way too honest. And sometimes the men that I'm trying to date just not ready for my level of honesty and like they can't have it. So, what is your take on that? Like kind of pivot. Can you communicate too much, be too honest and too truthful?
I don't think that you can overly communicate. I think that it boils down to who you're communicating with. Like I said, earlier, I was reading something and it stuck with me. You can't set high expectation with someone that's unhealthy. You cannot expect a healthy relationship from an unhealthy person. So if your communication is getting to that person, then maybe that's not the person for you. Look at maybe that's not the person for you.
Yeah, because my mouth dry. Like
so that circle back
around to.
But that circle back around to us women settling, because if you feel as though that you're overly communicating with someone, then your first thought is going to be to kind of tone it down so that fear of losing that person. No, you should never settle for anything. You should stay true to yourself so that you can find your true partner. And us women, we have a tendency of doing that. We have a tendency of toning things down just a little bit, just to get what we want. But is that us? Are we staying true to ourselves? No, we're not.
I meant to preface that I was asking for a friend, but I forgot. I was like, I'm still learning. I'm asking for a friend.
Okay, you asking for.
That's what you're supposed to say, right?
Make sure I gotta remember. I'm gonna write that down. Ask for a friend. I say that before I ask any of my questions.
I want to remind anybody who's just tuning in to make sure you guys are following us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And I also want to just acknowledge Carly's comment. She said, in her experience, you won't get past the hookup community on these platforms until you upgrade to the paid version. And Hunty, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna write me a little note. I'm gonna have that quick little personal story about that. Most certainly, you're gonna get.
Either one of y'all try
Hinge? No, but I have a success story as well about the paid version. I have a theory about the paid version.
Oh, okay.
Yes, never settle and stay true to yourself. Asking for a friend.
So I'm also asking for a friend. What are some, dating tips? So we've talked about like online dating and things of that nature. Like, does it work? What's healthy in a relationship? So, okay, I'm determining I'm going to try online, or I'm just going to go out, to a couple places here in the DMV or something and try to do the, the regular, what is it? The old school way is what I call it, as opposed to online dating. So if I'm going to do that, then what are some dating tips like that you think that can help people or everyone? What are some things we should know?
So my thing is this: we need to get out of this gender thing, female, male thing. Women, if we see a man that we are interested in, why are we afraid to shoot our shot? And it's like we miss out on an opportunity because we are scared. And then men see women that they think is way out of their league, and then they're afraid to shoot their shot. So first thing first, you see something, go after it, because that thing might be gone and go on to something else, and you will lose out forever. Take your time, baby steps. I don't know. It's like as I get older, I see women in my age bracket, they so quick to just snatch someone, get married, settle down. Why? We still young. I think I'm still young at 40. So why? I mean, just take your time. Try to get to know that person. Like really know them. In my opinion, you don't know a person after 30, 60, 90 days. It takes a full year to really know that person. Really date that person, really get to know who they are, get to know their family. That's important because how they are brought up is a key to how your relationship gonna go. Kiana look like you asking for a friend, you taking notes.
You're writing my question for my friend.
Also, just have fun. Why dating have to be so like serious? Have fun, enjoy each other, take them little bay vacations, slip away, do something adventurous with that person. And just stay true to yourself. We tend to change when we find somebody and we think that we have to act a certain way, talk a certain way, be a certain way. And that's not the case. Stay true to yourself. Like just stay you. But the key is baby steps. I see so many people jump into a relationship and they living together in 3 months. I'm like, what the hell? How that happened? That's not dating.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one of my tips. You don't get no key, and that's too. You get no key and you don't move in. Like
Right.
And that's been since my 20s. Now, before, after, in and out of marriage. Like, no, we're not doing any of that. But I do need to slow down. That's just my pattern. So I'm gonna try something new. Like you said, I'm gonna listen to Tasha. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps. And
I like
one
being
thing,
a wife.
and I think me and Tori talk about this. Not everything for social media either. Just keep it. I can tell you now, when I started redating, we probably going to touch on that again. I did not make that clear until a year after we was together. So just keep it between y'all. Just try to get to know each other, enjoy each other, keep everybody just out of it.
Boom and boom and boom. And listen, Brittany Ellis, you got your confirmation. Yes, cousin. Shoot your shot. But I'm gonna tell you
she got shot tomorrow, honey.
Tomorrow. Okay, she got tomorrow. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, ma'am. You and I got plans on Saturday. So you can shoot your shot. Let him know y'all ain't going out on Saturday because you and I got plans.
Don't block that girl blessings.
I've been waiting patiently.
Media and let me know how it goes.
Listen, like I'm in the supermarket lunch meat line. Like, all right, cousin, when we gonna be in the same city at the same time with the same availability? She know I'm gonna have to stalk her down. So I do want her to shoot her shot, and I am excited to hear that because most times, right? I mean, all of us, I'm sure women across the world can acknowledge we have excitement about a relationship. We get in, we get emotionally invested. If it doesn't work out, we get bruised. We really do.
We do.
And women oftentimes level up. I mean, I can tell you, you know, they say when a woman cuts her hair, you better watch out. I cut my hair. I start a new business. Listen, I write a book. I've leveled up. I grind out because I'm now traumatized a little, right? And I'm putting myself in this cycle of I don't need to date. I don't need to be with anybody. And so to hear that, oh, go ahead, shoot your shot. Give us an update. Come back and drop it. Let us know how it worked out. I'm gonna tell you guys really quickly in like 10 seconds. I went from a free version of a dating site to a paid version, right? Because I definitely wasn't about the hookup culture. Anybody who is in my intimate circle knows that I dated one guy that's from Baltimore and had a horrible experience. He was dating somebody else. This person and I have become, well, I don't hate anybody, but nemesis is for the rest of our life. So I don't do the Baltimore dating. I don't do the dating within a 30-mile radius, right? It's always been like just how I move. I don't poop
but you
where
know
I
your
eat.
standards.
I know my standards. I don't poop where I eat. I don't post you on social media. If we don't make it to 18 months, it's like you never happened. That's the Aquarius in me. And so I had come out of that situation with this person, and I'm like, fighting over this. And I'm like, listen, dude, I don't do this. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm in this free experience, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay for it because you're gonna get what you pay for. And so in that paid experience, it was no lie, like going from the guppy pool to the sharks and the barracudas. Now,
Oh,
none of them, but in a good way, right? Like men that knew what they wanted, communicative, texted me in the morning, hey, good morning, beautiful. What's your schedule like for the weekend? Millionaires, let me tell you. And so while none of them became my husband, I fully believe that we date for the experiences. I've gone on some amazing adventures. I've eaten at some of the most beautiful restaurants, all because I paid $14.99 a month or whatever it was to come out of the guppy pool and put myself in a pool where I was a six-figure earner, right? Why would I not want to have somebody that's at least bringing to the table what I'm bringing to the table? And so for the men and women, anybody listening, identify yourself first. Exactly. And then put yourself in the right pool. Oh, it might have been Plenty of Fish. Now I'm talking about barracudas and sharks.
I just found out about Plenty of Fish. These little, I'm ready to start my own dating
that our
site.
friend coached some people on. That's the site that the person they've been married for 10 years. That's where they
really.
Met them.
I just heard about Plenty of Fish because I'm like, what is
she got herself a great white whale on her knee. I was like,
yes.
I mean, it's just awesome. We love them.
Love. So years ago, the LaDawn Black Show did a speed dating event. It was at BWI Airport at the hotels down there. And at the time, I was really good friends with a producer who was on LaDawn's team. And they had invited my friend and I, and we were like, oh, we're going to go, not knowing what to expect. And it was speed dating. And 2 days before the event, I come down with laryngitis. And it was a face-to-face event. And I sound like, so it was horrible, right? But it was a good experience. It was very interesting. It was very different. Tell us, for the people who don't know, what exactly is speed dating and where did that come from?
So speed dating is this cute little concept about getting men, women in the same room, and you're able to date for a good minute. So within that minute, you should be asking them really, really good questions to get to see if that's a perfect match for you. And then you switch to another partner. And then you keep on switching. So I have been asked to do speed dating for quite some time now. And I'm like, what? Why would I do speed dating, right? But then after my experiences with dating and the dating apps and everything, I was like, you know what? This might not be a bad idea. And then with the pandemic, I was like, let's do a virtual one. That's even more exciting. So I am hosting my first speed dating. I plan on keep on doing speed dating probably every 3 months. Hopefully we can do a face-to-face one. But I just want people to actually find that special person, whatever that may be. I'm a person that don't put titles on relationships anymore. Been married for 10 years is absolute to me at this point. But I do believe that there is a person out there for everyone. But I think that we need to give ourselves a chance to find that person. So I want to create that type of platform for people to do that. I'm excited. This is my first one, so we're gonna see how this go. But yeah, I don't really know where it originated from. I know I've been hearing about speed dating for years. I haven't heard any success stories from them, so hopefully I can get some type of success story out of at least one of mine. I don't know. But when you register for my event, I do have questions that need to be asked so that I can kind of match up people by their questions initially, so that initially you kind of meet hopefully your match and then you just keep on going.
That sounds fun. I think that is like that, the levels, like you go from online dating to like just trying to figure it out. And,
Right.
I mean, it's an app, right? So they're going to say what they're going to say. But I think
Exactly.
like having more control environment and kind of other people in the mix of it. So, I
Exactly.
could call you if something go wrong. I don't know if I could complain to the app if something go wrong. But
No.
no, so with that, like I know some people think like online dating is not so safe for, you want to meet the person. But with speed dating, like how safe is it? You're saying so, and we'll ask you to drop information. We'll
Okay.
drop it in the chat for the event. So once we're done, give the full details so people can sign up. But how, like, is it safe? You're doing it virtual. So I mean, right now the people safe wherever they are
Right.
virtually. But what if it's in person? And then what happens like after you meet the person and go out with them? Like, how
I
safe?
mean, I look at it as the dating apps. I mean, you don't really know that person either until you go out with that person for the first time. At least with the virtual speed dating, you get to see that person and get a feel of them. I think that seeing a person, getting a feel versus the dating apps and you keep on texting or whatever and then calling each other is two different concepts with getting to know someone. I'm more of a visual person. I need to see that person. I need to feel that energy. I need to see if we will be even compatible by looking at you while talking to you as well. With the virtual platform I'm doing, it's going to be done on Zoom. So each person will have 1 minute in their private breakout rooms, and then I break them out into another room. So they keep on going. It's up to those two people if they want to exchange numbers while they're in the room or keep in touch, however that may be. They don't have to, they can. It's up to them. There's no pressure.
I love it. I love it. And so I'm a historian, so I was Googling real quick, like, let me
Okay,
see,
I knew you would.
where did the history come from? So,
And the no pressure, it speaks to the Aquarius and Tori too.
oh yeah, no pressure, no
Oh,
pressure.
I know.
Well, first of all, so I got a dirty look the other day when I was discussing openly about signing up, because I am going to sign up for the event, and I got a dirty look, and I feel like this: I'm single until I'm married. And so if you got a problem with me attending this event, I am a size 7, baby. And so let's talk about it. Let's jump up in it. So anywho, a little history, right? This is going to be what my value I add to the show tonight. Speed dating started in Los Angeles. I love Los Angeles. If you've ever been to Los Angeles, it just has a different feel. If you've never been, it's somewhere you want to put on your bucket list. In 1998, it was started by a rabbi, y'all, a pastor, a rabbi, Yaakov Dejo, and his students came up with a new way for single people to meet each other. They called it speed dating, and it started as a program for Jewish singles in Los Angeles.
Boom. Wow. I would have never known it originated from the Jews. That is interesting.
Isn't it? But I'm going to tell you, when we talk about dating with intentionality, so intentional and an intentionality is one of my words, my 2022 word. Kiana and I, as business partners, as coaches to other entrepreneurs and people out in this world, we are strategic about the words we speak over our lives every year, right? Mm-hmm. And so this year for me, it's been intentionality. So can you just imagine? It was for Jewish people because they knew what they were looking for. Their standard, what Tasha talked about, having a specific culture or ideal of what you want to meet. Oh my God, that's so dope. So that was my history moment.
Yes, I love it.
I love that. I'm thinking about that. And so also like people understanding like speed dating has kind of gone over into, they don't use the word dating, but I work for a nonprofit organization. I work for several, but one a few years ago. And we did it for like jobs and like internal, like trying to find out about that organization. And so it was something like you did for like being a board of an organization. Mm-hmm. And so it was like speed dating for nonprofit boards. And I thought that was, just wonderful, so that the idea of it has been used in other areas.
I have heard about that as well. Yeah.
So,
I guess it works, somebody has taken an idea and it's morphed into something else to help people, kind of do it. They should do it for teachers. They should.
Well, and I was going to say that and the federal government, and in some of our, and we have tried it in our with our youth and some of our other programs, but the speed mentoring, it's been the same thing. And so, you come to an event, you get 10 minutes to talk to a mentor, and then you swap and you switch. And again, like Tasha said, it's up to those people to stay connected. I think there's something huge in the accountability that the individuals have. And so, Tasha, tell us, what are 3 things that every relationship should have, like in your opinion? And it could be anything, it could be emotional, physical, tangible. What are 3 things do you think every relationship should have?
Trust. Communication. Again, I'm real big on communication and intimacy. People do not want to touch on intimacy. So I'm currently studying to become a sex coach because I love talking about stuff like that too. But what I hate when people say sex is not everything. Y'all are lying. Sex is everything. When it comes, like, how can you be with someone and you're not physically, sexually attracted to them? That don't make sense. Intimacy plays a big part in your relationship. You should be able to just look at that person and feel something like deep inside of you, no matter how long you've been with them, no matter how bad of your day have been. It should be some type of connection right there. So intimacy is a big thing for me as well.
Intimacy is so important that God said,
oh, okay.
The word said, don't withhold it. Okay.
Yes.
And so, don't withhold it from me. No. So, but and within the marriage, so we'll go there for those who might be offended a little bit. So no offense to anybody, but, honestly, I said that, and somebody who has been married, I won't say how many times, but that is very important. And so having been in some situations where that has happened to me, you start to understand why that is in the word. Like when y'all, if you're familiar with the Connector Corner, you already know we gonna talk about the Lord somewhere here and there, and we even gonna talk about him right now while we're talking about dating, because we were here to be with somebody. Most people have the desire to have companionship. We're not meant to be alone. So we're gonna bring him up in this conversation as well. Thank y'all. And while you're at it, hey, go over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Type in the Connector Corner, hit subscribe and the bell, so you can get all this good, juicy information, news, and resources that you can use. But honestly, like, you have to understand that you should not do that. And it is important to have that intimacy and touch, or however it works for you. But intimacy can be any type of ways. There's different ways to have that intimacy in your relationship. So God said, don't withhold.
Yes. He also said, if you want to sow a seed on that here word that Minister Kiana just dropped, you can go ahead and cash app us at $BCG.manage. Go ahead and sow a seed into this good here word, because we bring you news and resources you can actually use. Thanks.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Tasha, we touched on a little bit on the speed dating event. So we want you to tell us, like, give us the details, tell us about the event. Why should people sign up, and what should they expect? And so we're gonna drop that information in. But tell us, people out here, they're interested. Brittany want to shoot her shot. Carly,
yes, I'm praying for Brittany. I want her to shoot that shot. So my first ever speed dating event will be on February the 11th, Friday, right before Valentine's Day weekend. So hopefully somebody find a good little hookup for Valentine's Day weekend. Hopefully, it is via online, virtual Zoom. You sign up through Eventbrite, and I can share that shortly. It is free to register. I wanted the first event to be absolutely free so people can get a feel of what's going to go on. If you never, ever experienced me on my show or in real life, I'm very lively and so it's going to be so much fun. I need more men to sign up. It's like all these women are signing up, and I got probably like a good 5 men. Come on, men. It's a bunch. And the women that's signing up are amazing. Their credentials, amazing. Like, I'm just looking through their profiles. Like, if these men don't hurry up and sign up, they might be missing out on that feature queen. So definitely need some more men to sign up. I think that is it. It will be breakout rooms, so it will be the same concept as if it was face to face. So 90 seconds to shoot your shot, ask questions, be right up front. I will be rotating people in and out of rooms. So it should be a fun event. It's only an hour. So yeah.
All right, not gonna take up too much time. I know people. That's a
No.
nice little date. You get to meet a couple people. I like that idea.
Right. And if I'm on my Zoom like this, because I'm really hot and like in the closet, girl, don't judge me, because you know, and it's interesting because as a woman, I think we all find ourselves in situations. I'm happy. My happiness is so determined on me. I am the author, I am the creator, I'm the navigator of my happiness. Right now, I have my faith and all of that, as the prophetess has already said, you know, she dropped the word on us. But my happiness, right? There's no other person that could complete me. So my person compliments me.
And I'm
And I
so
think
happy you said that, because I hate when people say, like, oh, I need this person to make me happy. No, you don't. You create your own happiness. You need someone to add to that happiness.
add to it, enrich it, right? But that
Right.
means that if you leave, I'm still happy. You know, I heard
Exactly.
Country Wayne say something recently, and you know, I loved him and Just Hilarious when they were together. I don't frequently get into the hype of these like social media relationships, but I honestly just watched how they move. And you know, we love Jess. She's from Baltimore, so you know, and she's an Aquarius, so there's you know, I feel like a synergy there, right?
Right.
She and Kiana are dance partners. You know, it's just it works out. And so when they broke up, I just remember thinking like, how are they going to independently recover? And what he talked about was not ever giving. He said, I wasn't heartbroken because I don't give more of me than I'm able to extend.
Mhm.
Right. And so if I go to God and I talk, and you know, anybody knows him, he's a comedian. He's funny, but he's a Christian comedian. And then
Right.
yes, is raunchy, right? And so they were like oil and water, but it was a good mix while they were together. And he said, if I go to God and I pray about it and God expands my heart for me to extend it to that person, then when they leave, I'm not heartbroken because I didn't give all of myself and so much of myself that I lost me when they left.
Right.
And years ago, I mean, I really had somebody sit me down and say, the reason that you're feeling the way you are, you're sick, is because you lost sight that you're the gift. When you
Mm.
operate in the spirit that when I come, I'm the gift. And if the man feels the same way, then we both are gifts, which means we can appreciate each other in the present. Ah,
Right.
you see what
That was
happened?
deep. That was
Ah,
deep.
put that on the
You
t-shirt.
take notes.
We going now? We definitely need to pass the collection plate.
Thank you.
Okay.
But I'm
BCC.
telling you,
Got it.
when that person said that to me, I mean, I was probably not even 30, maybe early in my 30s. I started to value me a little differently. So if I don't get that good morning, sweetheart text, I'm not sick. Right. And so
Right.
I felt the need to park there for somebody who's going to stumble across this on the replay. They might hear it a year from now. You are the gift. Find things that you like. Most times in relationships, we're unhappy because we are compromising and settling in a way that is unnatural to the nature of who we are. When you get back to that thing that is really who you are, and you're not compromising and sacrificing the true nature of you, your happiness just comes out, and your partner gets to experience a version of you that's full.
Right.
And you get to experience a part of them that is full. Is that not dope? You know. And so
Dope.
anyway, going back to that, me and my full self, I'm gonna be at the event. But if you hear me in the corner like this, hey y'all, it's Tori Rose. Just understand that everybody ain't pleased about me being so full.
Oh my God.
Everybody ain't pleased. Tasha, you spoke on something earlier. I think it's pivotal. And I wanted to kind of take us there right before we get into key questions. You talked about privacy and not having all your business on social media. If you could say something to a 20-year-old, 25-year-old, they're watching social media. They see this week alone, Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have come out with their pregnancy announcement. And the Brat and her wife have come out with their pregnancy announcement. And it's pressure. Yeah. I did my research to be ready for the series, girl.
Okay.
But with that pressure of I gotta post it. I gotta have it on social media. If it's not posted, it's not real. What advice would you give someone, maybe even an older person who just feels like down on themselves, especially because of social media?
So I have a 20-year-old daughter and a 20, is he 22? 22-year-old son. So I'm I'm I talk to them all the time, and them two are very, very private about everything. My kids do not post on social media at all. When it comes to relationships, it's off limit. They do not post it. And I blogged about this one time. It's called My Love Life, My Business. And I gave the reasons why I keep things private. And it's because you don't want all of this outside noise, the white noise, like the little machines we use when we in the meeting. I'm a therapist, so I use it all the time. Like, you don't want all of the outside noise, all of the distractions coming in. That will deter you from actually getting to know that person. So the stuff that Rihanna, she chose to come out where she looked like she get right pop. So she been pregnant for a while. So she finally chose to come out because that belly, she couldn't hide it no more. So, and she didn't speak on it. You just saw a picture of it. I don't think she gonna ever speak on it. I don't think everybody should just be in everybody's business. Like, for what? Because then if you decide to break up with this person, guess what? People talk. Oh, she was just with so and so. Now she was so and so. Like, why would you even do that to yourself? And I see people all the time. They with this person this month. 3 months later, they in another full blown relationship. 3 months later, they in another full blown relationship. You're looking crazy. Who would take you seriously at this point if they see you in a relationship every 3 months? So that's why it's key to just keep it off of social media. I say a good year. I say forever. I don't know. Like,
Yes. And if y'all break up,
forever.
but if you break up, can y'all at least come back and tell us what happened? Like, so what
right.
I struggle with, and I'm not necessarily a nosy person. I normally am, drinking my water and minding my business, right? But there was a Baltimore couple, and I'm not gonna call them out. And they were so cute. They were date nighting and going on this and going on that. And what are they gonna wear? And and because I know both people, I was excited because I thought that they would work. And then they
Right.
broke up, and it was like, well, what happened?
Right.
Give us. Are we
The
mad?
tea.
Are
Right.
we upset? Are we not upset?
Because I feel like if you blogged it and it was you bored us through, you now, to me now, I don't think normally that you owe anybody any explanation. If you hear something through the grapevine or somebody said, well, they ain't posted, I had a milestone in my life and I was updating people. They said, oh, I must have missed that. I didn't see a post because I didn't post it.
Exactly.
It was, I'm telling you because I know you and you're my friend. Like,
Right.
that's it. You can't look for my business on social media, not that intimate business, right? And so I think that if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna tell us everything, yeah, then now you need to let the public know.
Yeah.
You wanted us to know all of that and you doing it. I think you should just come back and say, hey, y'all, it was good, but we decided to go our separate ways because you now told us from day one all the way up, and then you break up and you quiet. It's like beep, beep, crickets. Like, what happened? We were looking for the post. You had people looking for the post.
Looking for the post. And I'm gonna tell you what, I know somebody is like, Tori, that is so messy. That they don't owe you nothing. But I'm gonna tell you what they missed. They missed the opportunity to show us the realism of breaking up and still becoming platonic friends or mutual, it was a mutual understanding. And I'm gonna tell you, because of that, when people have those kind of breakups, our children watch how we do. Our children
Right.
are learning how to say, "Hey, it just didn't work out." You know what I mean? I don't have exes that I hate. I don't have people that hate me, because if it didn't work out, we come to the table amicably, and it's like, hey, so now your kids, even if your grown kids, because they better be grown or non-existent, and my son can come back and say, this is the realistic example of male-female relationships that just didn't work out, and it's okay, And so
Right. And it's transparency. And that's the one thing I hate about social media. People are not transparent. Like, I share what I want to share. I mean, I know everybody, like, they kind of wonder here and there, but what I share to you is what I want to share. I'm not going to go into details, but at the end of the day, who I'm with, everybody know I've been with him for quite some time. So we pop up every once in a while, do a little cameo. He probably posts me like once a year on his page. It's fine. But I don't, yeah. And I think people need to be transparent. I'm very transparent, especially in my blogs about everything. So you will, and I'm transparent in my blogs because I want people to know, yeah, you can be happy and in love 1 minute and depressed and out of love the next minute. And all of that is okay. All of it is okay. And I think that that's where people lose sight of, like, they think that a breakup is the most devastating thing. No, it can be the most empowering thing to someone. And you don't know that, but you painting this amazing picture on social media, like everything is just fresh roses and unicorns, and it's not.
It's not even realistic in a relationship.
Right.
And, no different. I mean, we're all entrepreneurs. People say fail forward in your business and those things. You fail forward even in your relationships. And so that's why this series, we're going to talk about relationships, relationship goals. There are different type of relationships. And so you have to understand, like, the things go across the board. I have friends, well, good friends or associates at this point. They might have been my friend at one time. And I evaluated them and said, you can't be my friend. And this was a woman. And they were taken back by it. I said, oh, yeah, this don't just go for men. Like, I know we talking girl talk and we sister girl, we talk. But while you saw me talking and giving you feedback on this man that was trying to give me, I was doing the same thing for you. I tested him. I test you too. Because you're trying to get in my inner space. So it's not just about the man who's trying to date me and have intimacy, and I can't even get nothing from you. You definitely need to pass the test to be here in my trust circle, to be my friend. And so some of the feedback, again, that honesty was like, we talked about relationships and they were just in a place where they didn't understand. And so I said one day, I said, so we were out on a friend. And I know people don't use this word, but I say friend date. I use the word date. I go on friend date. I have cousin dates.
Oh, yeah, I have friend dates.
Right. So we were on a friend date and I said, hey, and this is out of love. Do you do this when you on a date with a man that you're trying to meet, whether it be off a dating site, whatever? She said, do what? What you doing to me right now? And she said, well, I said, yeah. So if you can't be a good girlfriend, how you gonna be somebody's wife?
Facts.
You're struggling to be a good friend. How are you gonna be a good wife? And so when you look at people and, like you said, family, and look at those things, it tells you a lot about a person. And so, we're going to do the key question segment. But I think one of the things I think is important to touch on, and we'll, touch on a lot of things throughout this series. I also have a theory of my own with the posting social media and having, to me, it shows to me in those people that there's insecurities within themselves and within their relationship. And that's the way I look at some of that. It's like, well, you ain't tagged me and you ain't posted me. Well, I ain't posted you. You're not on my page. You on my page. I put you on my page. You ain't put me on my. That right there is, just a recipe for just, y'all just go to the couples counseling now, because that to me says insecurity. Like, and people may feel something different about it, but don't worry about it. When I get my life coaching, what did you get a degree in it? It's a certificate. What you get in that? I'm gonna get it. I know I got all these degrees, but whatever I need to get in that, I'm gonna get it. So y'all take me serious. And, but we're gonna get going with so I know you welcome back. So for those who are watching, we're reconnecting with Tasha Chance, and Tasha has, she's a friend, a sister girl of the Connected Corner of us, our, entrepreneur partner, and all of those things, and podcast sister. So we're going to do our key segment. And so audience, you get to participate too. You know what they say, you get to participate too. And so the keys, I don't know if we had this, like you were on a while ago, like this might be a new segment. I don't think we had it.
I think it's new.
Yeah, this is new. We didn't have it when you were on the last time. See, girl, we just, we coming out.
Yes.
We be loving it up, on the seasons. And so you have 2 minutes to answer. It's like rapid fire questions, right? 2 minutes to answer.
How hard are these questions?
No, it's real fun. It's real good.
Okay.
Like, these things. We got you. I don't be trying to make them real hard. I know, educated, teacher stuff, but we wanted to be fun.
Y'all teachers, I ain't teachers.
We want to be fun. We could be fun. We was fun teachers. So 2 minutes, and look, we got a little time in here.
I see. Oh, good. That's pressure. And okay.
You say pressure, right? You're not Aquarius though. You can handle the pressure.
No, I'm a whole Scorpio.
You can handle pressure. So after I say the first question, And we're going to also type them in the chat for the audience, and we'll put them up so you can see them and you can answer it too. After I read the first question, I'll start the timer. And, again, say, what's true, what's fast, what comes. And we're going to have some fun, and we're going to see if you can beat the clock, right? You're going to get these people 90 seconds on a speed dating to answer how many questions. Oh, I just thought about that. This is perfect. There you gonna feel how it feel.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. Like
on the speed dating. All right, y'all. So sign up because we about to test her out. Right? She gonna test y'all on the speed dating event. We gonna test her, see how fast she can answer these questions.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is: what is one question you ask yourself before taking a relationship to the next level? So one question you ask yourself before taking your relationship to the next level.
Am I ready?
Hey, right there. Look at that, y'all. Are you ready?
Yeah.
That's all you need to ask.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Short and sweet and direct.
Yep.
Number 2. How do you measure the success of your relationships?
Ooh.
That's good.
How do
right?
I measure that? Oh, I don't know. I guess longevity. How long I've known that person. How well we connect. Energy is key.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Connection and energy and longevity. Okay. And number 3, oh y'all, she doing it. What is one thing you want people to take from this episode?
Love yourself before you love someone else. Like, date yourself. I dated myself for a whole year. I took myself out the drinks, the eat, the movies, vacations by myself. Like, truly get to love and know who you are before you get to know and love someone else.
I know that's right. Y'all, she ready. She ready for speed dating. Look at that. She had like 30, 40 seconds left. Tasha Chance is ready for speed dating, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all sign up. She ready for y'all, and she ready.
Yes, she ready. So Tasha, tell us again, and we are also going to drop it on our social media platforms and repost the flyer. How do we register for the event, and up until what day can we register?
So the links are on both of my pages. So my personal page, Love Potion 2.0 on IG, and then on Let's Talk Love. Is it Let's Talk That Love? Wherever it is on IG. Link is in both profiles that you can just click on, register through Eventbrite, and then also through Facebook, Let's Talk Love podcast page. It is an event page on there that you can go to sign up as well. So
awesome.
it's all these options.
What time does the event start? We know it's an hour. What time does it start?
February the 11th from 8 to 9 p.m. Just 1 hour.
Awesome. Guys, if you out there listening, sign up. If you're a woman who knows a single guy, not your guy, because if you want to give them away, we don't necessarily want them. So,
some out here giving them away, though. There's some of them out here giving them away.
Listen, I don't know. I will say that we are excited about what you are doing in this event, and just the fact that you're planning to do it every so many months, every 3 to 4 months. I think that you see suicide is rampant. We see depression and things like that are happening. So just having an opportunity to connect with other adults and like-minded individuals, even if that's what people get from the experience, it's free. This first one is free. I would recommend that she start charging moving forward, because you're going to pay for what you get and get what you pay for. And so make sure, guys, that you are signing up for this event. Tasha, one last time, we are dropping your links here, but tell us again what platforms you're on and where we can connect to you.
So I'm on IG, Love Potion 2.0, where I share all of my love stuff. Let's Talk Love on IG. I have a nonprofit, Women at a Stand, for my domestic violence advocacy. I have a dessert business, Street Sweets. If y'all need desserts for y'all Valentines, taking dessert orders up until February the 11th. Everyone has up until, I believe, February the 10th to register for the speed dating event. And Tasha Chance on Facebook.
Wonderful. Listen, guys, put your virtual hands together. This has been an amazing hour spent with love coach, counselor, therapist. I mean, you are really just a woman to be to be reckoned with, and you have so many credentials, and you're still so relatable and so down to earth, and that's what we love about you. Thank you, Tasha, for coming on. We wish you much success, and we hope that the sex coaching is a booming business. I mean, people out here doing it uncoached, honey. So can you imagine how good it's going to be if they had a little coaching and instruction? And so we love you. My name is Tori Rose. Guys, please connect with me at Instagram. What is my Instagram? That quick, I forgot.
Tori, you get a freeze, brain freeze real fast.
Because for 6 months, I was like, don't connect with me. Don't connect with me. Don't connect with me. Because I spent 6 months basically doing the same thing, loving myself, getting away from the narcissist in my past, like really understanding what I wanted and attracting the things in my world that I deserved. And so I didn't want anybody connecting with me. So connect with me now. I'm in a healthy place, and I'm a good person to connect with. Tori Rose to connect on Instagram and Facebook. Also Tori Rose on Facebook. Kiana, how can we find you, and how can we connect with you?
You can find me and connect with me, IG, Twitter, Facebook, all of the LinkedIn, whatever's out there. I mean, half of them, at Kiana B. Jones. And that's on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can connect with the Connected Corner on Facebook, the Connected Corner, IG, the Connected Corner, and YouTube, because we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching now, if you're not watching from YouTube, you can go over to YouTube, but definitely if you're watching from YouTube, subscribe, type in the Connected Corner, and the little search will pop up. You hit subscribe, and you can get news and resources you can
actually use. And we want you guys, please email us at bcg.manage@gmail.com if you think you'll be a good fit for this show. We are going to be talking about relationships, everything from Black love to divorce to overcoming narcissism and depression within, relationships. We're going to be talking about everything: friendships, homegirlships, Valentines. We're going to be just talking about it all. Sex, love, and rock and roll. So this is our series. We are excited. We have some dynamic guests who will be coming on. And if you say, well, I don't really want to talk about relationships, I want to talk about whatever you guys got coming on next season, cool. Send us an email, bcg.manage@gmail.com. Let us know a little bit about what you do. Let us know about your business, service, or product, and why you think you would be a good fit. Guys, this has been the Connected Corner. We are so excited to be back with you. Please check us out next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and tell them in the register so we can speed date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see the birthday girl getting ready. So it's History Month, and it's Tori Rose Month, and it's Rosa Parks Month. Okay.
Yes. Share birthday. Yeah. And so, guys, I'm excited. Let me tell you, if anybody ever said life, you're supposed to have it all figured out by 35, they is a lie.
No, they are a lie.
A hot lie. I'll be 38, and it gets sweeter with time. And I'm just so excited about the favor that God has given me. And I thank you guys. And if you see me in the streets, go ahead and shout out at your girl. If you want to donate to my little birthday cause, I'm gonna drop my cash app. I've never done that, but I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna put my cash app.
Yeah, do it. 38.
Shoot your shot. 38 is a great year.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and drop a happy birthday for one of your fave hosts, Tori Rose, in the chat, and you can donate and give her a little birthday gift. And check her out. All you men who you've been trying to holler, you've been trying to whatever. I still might jump in the game. Y'all better go ahead and register. You want your chance?
Y'all got this.
Y'all just be lurking in the DMs. Go ahead and sign up for the speed.
That's what I don't get. They lurk in the DMs, but they
in the room.
Right. Y'all got Miss Rose get ready to jump on.
Baby, because we is the gift. Y'all better be present. That's been our show, y'all. Have an amazing night. Be safe, peace, and we love y'all. See y'all next Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Next Tuesday. Check us out.